Hey everybody, it's Tony with Big T Bariatric back at you with another video. Today it is Wednesday, December 7th. I hope you're having a great day so far. What I want to do today is react to a channel on YouTube called Mukbang Calorie Counter. If you know anything about mukbang channels, it's a lot of people who just sort of record themselves engorging on a tremendous amount of food, and for some reason people like watching that sort of thing. So what Mukbang Calorie Counter does is it goes back and looks at some of these episodes and sees how much these people are eating and counts the calories. In this particular episode, it's not a mukbang episode, but it's from My 600 Pound Life, Season 9, Episode 1, and the person on the show is named Samantha, and it shows just how much she ate during one meal, which was breakfast. And so I'm going to react to this, and I'm going to have some comments after it. So we're going to get started right now.
I have food delivery set up on a schedule starting in the morning. I have to have it brought to me because walking up and down stairs, I'm too weak to do that now. And I'm scared to admit that just walking across the apartment to get the food is almost more than I can handle.
You know you're addicted to food when you have to have it on a schedule delivered to you.
Instead of thinking about that, I just think about the food I'm about to eat and how full it's about to make me.
That feeling of fullness is almost everything to someone who's that size.
Hi.
You feel empty, like emotionally, without it.
You too. Because more than anything else...
Alright, it's pausing. Alright, caramel frappe, large Coke, caramel frappe, and large Americano. I hope I'm saying that right, frappe. But that's 1,565 calories just for her breakfast drink. And that's something a lot of people don't realize, is how many calories they're drinking in a day, much less eating. Alright, she's pulling out the food now.
Food is just so big.
Looks like 4 sausage burritos from McDonald's. I used to love me some breakfast burritos from McDonald's. Add some mild sauce in there. So 2,685 right there in total.
Food can fill me up and make me feel the most comfort that I've ever felt.
I totally get that.
Makes me feel like I'm...
Alright, it's pausing again. And she also got a 20-piece nugget and a 13 cookie tote, which is almost 2,000 calories by itself. So right now her breakfast total is at 5,465.
And that I'm safe, as long as I'm full and happy. Because food is a hug from the inside.
Oh, pausing again. And it looks like we have 3 sausage McMuffins. I think they're sausage egg McMuffins. I don't know if that changes the calories. But we're at 6,575
no
calories.
matter how much I eat,
just for breakfast.
It's never enough. And there are days where I ask myself how I ended up here. And I know it's because...
Oh, 2 more hidden burritos. So 6 burritos in total and a Big Mac on top of it. 7,705 calories for breakfast. Okay.
Food has always been the most important thing in my life.
Alright, 7,705 calories for breakfast. That's recommended 4 to 5 days of normal calorie intake. 439 grams of sugar, which is intake for 17.6 days, and 9.92 grams of salt, which is recommended for 4.3 days. Wow. And that was the clip. You know, I feel really bad for Samantha. I totally get where she's coming from. Just looking at the food there, it reminded me of how I used to eat before. And McDonald's was my go-to favorite type of breakfast out there, especially those breakfast burritos I was saying. Put some mild sauce on there and they taste so good. I'd get a steak, egg, and cheese bagel, and I was so frustrated because I was waiting for them to bring the steak, egg, and cheese bagel back. They discontinued it during COVID, and so you know, they were talking about bringing it back, and there's other restaurants that did, and I'm like, you know, that Last Supper syndrome, I'm like, I just want one steak, egg, and cheese bagel before my surgery, because I know I can't have it afterwards. And so I was waiting and waiting, and of course they didn't bring it back until after surgery, so you know, I can't have that anymore, which is fine. It's good. I don't need to indulge in those sorts of things, but yeah, I would definitely get a steak, egg, and cheese bagel. I'd get 3 or 4 breakfast burritos, mostly 2 to 3 sometimes. 4 was rare, but it would happen. A couple hash browns, and for the way home, I would definitely get a sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin or a biscuit. So not quite as much as what she had. I didn't get a lot of the coffee or drinks or stuff like that. Maybe I'd get an orange juice if I was really feeling like I needed some vitamin C or something. But I didn't get 1,500 calories worth of drinks. But I really sympathize with what Samantha was saying here, where, you know, food was like a hug for her. And she also talked about how it brought her comfort and peace. And that's where food addiction is different than any other type of addiction. And I'm not saying an addiction to other things doesn't make you feel comfortable, doesn't bring you peace, doesn't bring you happiness, because it all trips that reward center in your brain, and you want more of it and more of it. But the difference is that when it comes to other addictions, it's like cocaine isn't readily able to be found out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just go out and find cocaine wherever, unless you've been in that world forever and you know where to find it, of course. But me, if I wanted some cocaine, I wouldn't even know where to begin to go find it. If I was addicted to painkillers, like after surgery, and I'm still dealing with a lot of knee pain and stuff like that, I'm trying to figure out ways to sort of cut down my pain. And it's hard to find any kind of medication that will help treat my pain right now. They're not giving out painkillers at all. And so, like, if I wanted to go find some pain pills, which is fine, I can't find them because I did have a previous addiction to them, so I'm trying not to use those. But if I wanted to go find some pain pills or heroin or anything like that, like, I couldn't find it. I wouldn't even know where to begin to go to find that stuff. But food is different because you need food to survive. You cannot avoid food. You can't avoid food when you go grocery shopping. It's everywhere. And they fill the entire place up with cookies and donuts. And you can't escape seeing the foods that you want to eat everywhere. When you drive down the road, they pump the smell of it in the air when they're cooking food. Like, it's there. Every billboard, almost every TV commercial, like, it's there. And the temptation is hard. And so when you're trying to diet and exercise, it's like, it's so hard to overcome obesity more than any other type of drug, because you can go get rehab and deal with that drug addiction, but there isn't really a rehab for food addiction. And then when you need food to eat, it's not like you can avoid going to the grocery store. You can't avoid driving past a McDonald's on every street corner. It's like it's there, and it's in your face 24/7 constantly. And so that's why it says at the beginning of most 600-pound life episodes is that there's a 5% chance of success even if you get surgery. A lot of people are gaining their weight back after surgery, so they need to be careful in how they approach their diet and their exercise program after surgery. And so, you know, food becomes like that lover for us. You know, we spent most of our life avoiding trauma because we have been traumatized. And so what makes us happy? What gives us peace? What gives us joy? What feels like a hug to us? Well, you know, when you're a kid and you're going through trauma, what's readily available for you? Food. You know, as a kid, I wasn't going to go find a drug or something like that. So food was there, and food became my drug. Food became my comfort. And from there, I just sort of, you know, it just developed it and grew into what it became. And so, you know, into my 30s, like anytime I just went through a new trauma or just something difficult in my life, the only thing I had to turn to make me feel good was food. And so I'm learning how to get past that. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video, but I hope you're having a great day so far. If you could do me a huge favor, please subscribe to my channel. Please leave me a like, a comment. Anything that you would like me to react to, I will do it. So I just hope you have a great rest of your day. God bless you.